Hi everyone, this is BioHompo. My name is Harry. I got this name from my favorite movie, Dirty Harry. Clint Eastwood was really cool. Come to think of it, Mr. Clint Eastwood has passed away, and I would like to express my condolences. By the way, at BioHompo, I provide information on health, longevity, rejuvenation, supplements, medicines, lifestyle habit, etc. I would like to send out much information related to these points. Thank you very much. Let's start the first episode. In episode 1, I would like to introduce an interesting example of how life expectancy is determined by what factors. This graph has various items on the horizontal axis, but it is a statistical graph showing that if this item applies, the life expectancy will be shortened by the number of days shown on the vertical axis. This graph is a bit old, but it was written by Cohen in 1979. It was published in a journal called Health Physics. This graph shows that the harm caused by medical X-rays is not that serious. About the 10th item from the right of the item below, there is a medical X-ray. It means that if you use X-rays, your life will be shortened by about 6 days statistically. The item on the far left shows that a married man have a short life expectancy of 3,500 days. For example, in the case of Japan, I think the average life expectancy for men was around 80 years old. But is it 81 years old? Statistics show that the average life expectancy for a married man in Japan is 67 years old. Well, it will be shorter than 10 years. 1,600 days shorter for women. The third item from the left is interesting, but left-handed people have a statistically shorter life expectancy of 3,252 days. Then there is smoking, which shortens the life expectancy of men by 200 days. And what's interesting is that the next item, the President of the United States, well, the President of the United States is very dangerous because of that job. It shows that life expectancy is shortened in this way. Next is weight. If you are overweight, statistically, your life expectancy will be shortened by 1,300 days. Next is minor. Coal miners have 1,100 days shorter lifespans. Also, I'll go sideways. Next is sugar or pipe smoking. These have a shorter lifespan of 331 and 220 days. But it is interesting. As shown in the fifth from the left, smoking. The lifespan of ordinary cigarettes is shortened by 3,000 days, but the adverse effects of sugars or pipes are much less. If you smoke, stop using cigarettes and switch to sugar or pipes. Then go all the way to the light and there is a car accident. If you use a car, statistically, your life expectancy will be shortened by 200 days. It seems that drinking will be 130 days shorter. Yeah, no big deal. I like alcohol, so I knew this was good. And if you go all the way to the light, you'll find the medical X-ray I mentioned earlier. This is an X-ray or a CT scan. Well, if you use this, statistically, it seems that life expectancy has been shortened by about 6 days. It seems that coffee will be shortened by about 6 days as well. It's an aircraft accident. We all use airplanes. Life is shortened by only 1 day. No big deal. Compared to the 200 days, life expectancy is shortened after a car accident. Airplane accidents are 200 times less risky than cars. Then, go to the fourth and third from the light. I will. Wearing a seat belt while driving will shorten your life by minus 50 days. This means that your life expectancy will increase by 50 days. And professional baseball players and company executives have a lot of income. But the more income they have, the longer they live. 1,000 days for professional baseball players. Company executives have an extended life expectancy of 1,500 days. In order to extend your lifespan, suppress aging, and rejuvenate, you should avoid taking the actions on the left side of this graph and instead take the actions on the right side as much as possible, shouldn't you? Well, this is the basics of rejuvenating, longevity, and healthy living. According to a research paper, which was also published in the famous American medical journal JAMA by Raji Cherry et al. From Harvard University in 2016. The horizontal axis is the average household income from bottom 0% to 10% to top 100%. If you take the average household income on the horizontal axis and the average life expectancy on the vertical axis, it will look like this. Of course, women live longer than men, but the problem is the comparison between people with low and high average household incomes. Looking at these people in the top 1% of incomes reported that men with higher incomes lived 15 years longer and women with higher incomes lived 10 years longer than those in the bottom 1%. And this gap widens over time. I mentioned that people with higher household income live much longer. It is said that the British royal family, who are the ultimate rich, live several decades longer than ordinary British people. I think the average life expectancy is over 90 now. For example, Queen Elizabeth, who passed away the other day, was 96 years old. Her husband, Prince Consort Philip Marcus of Edinburgh, passed away at the age of 99 and 10 months. Also, Elizabeth's mother died at the age of 101. So this time, I studied the basics of what affects this is mistake. What affects lifespan and how to extend the lifespan. Okay, then goodbye.